Hi, in this video we're going to be looking at how to sketch a line or a linear function using the x and the y intercepts. So super important, we have to know what x and y intercepts are, what they mean. Okay, so an x-intercept is where our graph crosses the x-axis. So where our line crosses the x-axis. And our y-intercept is where our line, of course, crosses the y-axis. So the y-axis crossing. Okay, so we know from this question that we want a line that is passing through the y-axis at 3 and the x-axis at -4. So we can go ahead and look at our axes. First, let's look at our y-axis. And on our y-axis, we have 1, 2, and 3. So that right here is our y-intercept. And on our x-axis, we have -1, -2, -3, and -4. So this point right here is our x-intercept. Okay, so now that we have 2 points, our x-intercept and our y-intercept, we can go ahead and draw a line through those 2 points. And that line is the line that we are looking for. It's super difficult to do this on the iPad accurately, but you get the idea. And a line goes infinitely in both directions, so I go ahead and I put an arrow on both sides to show it's a line. Okay, so that's how you use a x and y intercept to sketch a line or a linear function. Let's look at a harder one that you have an equation and you have to find the intercepts. Okay, so in this example, we have an equation and we have to sketch the graph. So we don't have the x-intercept, we don't have the y-intercept yet, but I will show you how to find those. Now, looking at our graph, looking at the y-axis, there's something that we know about the y-axis that is always true everywhere on the y-axis, the x-coordinate. So if we look at this point, the coordinates right here, where I'm pointing is 0, 0. We can go up. The coordinates are 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0, 5, 0, 0, 0. So the x value is always 0 everywhere on the y-axis. In the same way, if we go along here, the y value is always 0 everywhere on the x-axis. So for example, that is 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0. So as you can see, the y value everywhere on the x-axis is always 0. So that means we can use that point to figure out what our y and x intercepts are. So what is that point? Let's write that down to make sure we remember. On the x-axis, y is always 0, always. And on the y-axis, x is 0, and that's always true as well. All right, so let's use that point to figure out the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So let's start with the x-intercept. We have an equation, 2x minus 5y equals 0. And I want to figure out where it's crossing the x-axis. So if I want to figure out where it's crossing the x-axis, I can make my y value equal to 0. So we have here 2x minus 5 times 0 is equal to 0. And I can go ahead and solve for x. 2x, oh, that should be 10. I'm sorry, the 1 got missing here. Now it's there. Okay. So 2x minus 5 times 0 is 10, so 2x is 10, and therefore x is 5. And that is our x-intercept. We can do the same thing, or a similar thing, in order to figure out our y-intercept. So we know that on the y-axis, x is always 0. So we have here 2x minus 5y equals 10. Again, on the y-axis, x is always 0, so we are going to set that equal to 0. And so we have here 2 times 0 minus 5y is equal to 10. So we get that negative 5y is equal to 10, which means that y is equal to, if we divide both sides by negative 5, we get that y is equal to negative 2. And that is our y-intercept. All right, so now that we have our y-intercept and our x-intercept, we can go ahead and plot those points and sketch our line. So our our x-intercept is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's one of our points here. And our y-intercept is negative 2. 1, 2, negative 1, negative 2. So that's our second point. And we can go ahead, draw a line connecting those 2 points, and that is our sketch.